Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to teach you Taylor's scientific management. First of all, what is the meaning and definition of scientific management? And Mr. Taylor's is a father of scientific management. First of all, what is I just explain the meaning of scientific management. When we apply scientific approach towards management concepts, it is called scientific management. So scientific approach is used in management concepts and basic of management. So that is called and scientific approach is always used in management concepts, that is called is a scientific management. The in scientific management, the old and traditional approach of management is completely discarded, उसको हटाया गया है, एंड द सेम इज सब्सटीट्यूटेड बाय द लॉजिकल अप्रोच, और लॉजिकल अप्रोच को यूज़ किया गया है इन ऑल स्टेजेस ऑफ management. So in other words, scientific management means managing things on the basis of scientific investigation, innovations and analysis instead of traditional methods. In scientific management, in scientific management, it is used managing things by the basis of scientific investigations, innovations. It means it creates new ideas and new techniques to do work. And analysis means what is good and what is bad for work. So only with the help of analysis, management team is always use good ideas and good results used in their working styles. So under this approach, certain definite principles formed on research and investigation are followed, and trial and error method is given up. So in scientific management, on some principles like research and investigations are followed whenever the scientific management is used in management, rather than trial and error. So trial and error methods are not used in scientific management. So it is a definition by F.W. Taylor. So scientific management is the art of knowing exactly what you want man to do, and then seeing that they do in the best and cheapest way. So scientific management according to Taylor के हैं कि एक इट इज़ अ आर्ट ऑफ नोइंग, एक ऐसा आर्ट है जिससे पता चलता है कि जो पर्टिकुलर मैन है वो क्या करना चाहता है, और देखा जाता है कि वो जो भी काम कर रहा है वो कितने चीपेस्ट वे में, कितने सस्ते तरीके से वो काम को कंप्लीट कर सकता है, मीन्स कम पैसे में वो कितना अच्छा काम कर सकता है और वो क्या करना चाहते हैं. दैट इज़ द बेस्ड ऑन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट. The next is elements of scientific management. So first is scientific analysis. I just taught scientific management. It is based on analysis, investigation and observation. So scientific management is based on scientific analysis. It tries to follow the utility, effectiveness and suitability of plans before it is put in use. So whenever any organization start their work, with the help of scientific management, they use the fair plans, with fair plan and fair plan of the working, and with the help of this plan they use how to plan, utilize in the work, and how to plan is effective. It means they get good result. They always try to the typical plan gives a effective result and suitability. It is suits in every employee as well as the production of the company. So second is set of rules. In order to implement the plans, a set of rules are made and put in use. They use some rules and regulation whenever they follow new plans, and it is very important because always new rules have to make disciplines in working environment. Third is surveys and researches. It gives a pride of place to survey and researches. These are necessary to have an effective control. So whenever management create new plan, first they uh, conduct surveys and research, and if the plans are applicable for the organization, definitely it is used in in the particular company. Then new knowledge and techniques. New knowledge and techniques is surveys and researches led to new knowledge and use of new technique in the field of management. We all studies of we all are studying of scientific management. So knowledge and technique is very important, because in scientific management we use new techniques, and how, as well as how to use new technologies in particular work, that is very important. So scientific management constantly strive to get new knowledge and technique. So in scientific management, they always welcome to new technologies and new knowledge of in any company, in any organization. Then last is proper training. Last is proper training. For adoption of new techniques, management aims at training the workers properly and adequately with the sole purpose of management. So if any company start their work with the use of new knowledge and new techniques, there's a responsibility to how to use how to train the employees how to use this techniques, and they also give the knowledge new knowledge about a new working condition. So if they if employees tra- get training about a particular how to use techniques, so definitely it is affecting the working condition, and they are very easily and they get easily to do work uh, in the organization, as well as they are happy to use new techniques, as well as they are easily grab the new knowledge by the trainer. So next point is characteristics of scientific management. So first is characteristics is predetermined objective. In case of scientific management, the objective of every job is predetermined, and in order to achieve the objective, physical and human resources are applied. So predetermined means पहले से सोचा हुआ. Fine. तो इन साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव इज एवरी जॉब इज प्री डिटरमाइंड. जो भी जॉब्स होंगे वो ऑलरेडी प्री डिटरमाइंड होंगे, एंड इन ऑर्डर टू, तो आखिर वो प्री डिटरमाइंड जॉब प्री डिटरमाइंड होंगे, पहले से ही पता होंगे, तो जो भी ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं कंपनी के वो ईजिली फुलफिल हो पाएंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ फिजिकल इट मीन्स मशीन्स के थ्रू, एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज मीन्स एम्प्लॉयज़ के थ्रू. तो जब मशीन्स एंड एम्प्लॉयज़ साथ में काम करेंगे एंड उनको ऑलरेडी पता होगा कि उनको कौन से गोल से जो अचीव करने हैं, जब ये सब चीज़ें सिस्टमेटिक वे में होगा तो डेफिनेटली इट इज़ हेल्पफुल टू गेट अप प्रॉपर रिजल्ट. देन सेकेंड इज साइंटिफिक एनालिसिस एंड साइंटिफिक मेथड ऑफ different production techniques is put in use. So in that scientific analysis, every time in scientific analysis, they always welcome to new production techniques, because if they use new techniques to for production, definitely it is help to less consume time, because nowadays we are all know the new techniques and new machines are very helpful to produce the production in less time, and it is very effective. Then third is much stress on labor. Definitely with the help of scientific management and with the help of techniques, the labors are examination of skill, efficiency, abilities, and aptitude of labor. It is very important if any particular machines are launched in a organization, there is very important the employees and labor have skills to use the particular machines. So before establishment of techniques, the examination of the skill of a particular employees, how to use these particular machine, and efficiency, how to work in good time and abilities, they are able or not. These all are exam tests are held the test of in the organization, because these are very important things. If employees are capable to do work in new machine, definitely then it machine is helpful to work. And if the employees are not capable to do in a machine, so it is a I think it is a wastage of money for any organization. So if organization think to establish a new machines and new techniques, so their first and foremost important point is they should train to the employees, ताकि वो जो न्यू टेक्निक्स है मशीन से उनको ईजिली यूज़ कर सकें. देन increased production. Under scientific management, an attempt to increase production and to reduce the cost of production is made. कम पैसे में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन करना, that is the aim of scientific management. Then fifth is work studies. Standardization of time, motion, fatigue means थकान, and work is fixed after careful time, motion and fatigue studies, so that maximum could be achieved at minimum labor. So वर्क स्टडी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, बिकॉज और वर्क स्टडीज़ में 3 चीज़ें स्टडीज़ की जाती हैं, दैट इज़ अ स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन ऑफ टाइम, मोशन एंड फैटिग. सो in any organization, employees have fixed time period to do work. So if every organization wants, the employees are get they give more and more maximum achieve the goals in less time. So uh, with the help of scientific management, the upper management always studies of how much time they employees taken when they start their work in new techniques, and motion, how much they are move in one place to another, and fatigue means कि वो कितना काम करते हुए थक रहा है, वो काम कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है, वो बोर तो फील नहीं कर रहा है. तो ये सब स्टडीज़ हम वर्क स्टडीज़ में करते हैं. देन next is objectives of scientific management. So there's few objectives of scientific management. First is to provide for the use of knowledge and skill of production. If the main objective of scientific is to provide the use of knowledge, जो भी न्यू नॉलेज है वो सब एम्प्लॉयज़ को प्रोवाइड करना, एंड स्किल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, जो भी स्किल्स हैं, जो इट मीन्स जो भी न्यू मशीन्स आ रही हैं, न्यू मशीन्स के बाद एम्प्लॉयज़ को ट्रेन करना ताकि वो उस मशीन्स के थ्रू ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शंस कर सकें. देन the revolutionize the whole process of production and marketing, including purchase, sale, production, procedure, plant and machinery, accounting, material management, etc. It means the scientific management is included in whole process of the production as well as in the marketing department. So if the production is completed, then the scientific management always approach to the marketing. It's includes purchase, sale, and procedure, plant and machinery, accounting, material management. They all include in the scientific management. So if production are completed, that each and every departments have responsible to give a 100% result in the company. Like if marketing departments have responsibility to sell the product in good amount and they give more and more profit. Then second is like account department, accounting department, they added all import and export related import and export related terms in their books or in their in computer, because when the production are completed, and after a year, with the help of accounting department, company knows how much they get profit and how much they get loss. Then third is to help in proper guidance and leadership, regular and adequate direction or proper lines, timely communication, better coordination, mutual respect, good human relation, and fruitful cooperation. So this is a part of top management. Their proper guidance and lead to the employees. Then secondly, they give the direction of how to get work in in good in less time and give more profit. And they reduce the communication. They are better, they should better coordination between employees and top management. If they communicate too easily to the employees, definitely employees are, and they understand the problems of the employees, definitely uh, they are more capable to do work, and they are more effective to do work, because they know that there's a top management team is good, and they always think about good for the employees. Fourth is to assist in adopting new and scientific techniques in production. So in scientific management is always welcome to new and scientific techniques in any in the organization, because with the help of new techniques, definitely it is help to increase the production. Fifth is to assist all around mental, physical, and technical development of the worker. So there's a management responsibility. They are take care of the workers, and they assist means उनको सिखाएं कि कैसे मेंटली उनको फिट रहना है, कैसे फिजिकली फिट रहना है, हाउ टू technical and how to develop their technical knowledge whenever they establish new machines and new techniques. So it is a depend on the management team, how they assist to the workers to learn new techniques, as well as uh, how to do work any tension free, and they also take care of their physical activities. Then there are some